I guess
Sounded
activated.
like
Okay, wonderful. This is going to be interesting. This is potentially going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe
By
not.
the way,
Yes?
Star, do you know what time it is?
No.
adventure time.
Restream.
What is that?
Oh, I hear
Why?
the music. I hear the
I'm
music.
sorry. That is-
Because it's the Jule. July. It's the Christmas in Australia.
no.
Anyways.
None of us are from Australia.
None of us are from Australia. What
We-
are you on about?
We can't appropriate
I
their
would go
culture like
die
that.
in Australia. I have the
July.
survival instincts of a catachan.
Anyways. Start the pre-stream.
The pre-stream has already started. Welcome to the pre-stream. Hope you're doing well. Today is the date session.
The date session.
I hope you prepared. Woohoo! It could be.
I did.
I mean, I'm not.
Woohoo!
Listen, I hope you guys prepared because I'm not prepared. How could I possibly prepare for this?
I did both forms of homework.
You know, I
did
appreciate.
nothing.
I appreciate you did the homework for me. Now it's just a matter of seeing if I can copy it.
Wait, is this the Dinok and Rosa date?
No.
It might not be.
I
Okay.
specifically said Raz would die if she tried doing both at once.
Yeah, Razzle is not in charge of it.
Giggity.
Razzle is not in charge of such a thing. Razzle is trying to hold together a date between two other people we've known. Two powerful people.
Oh, Ryu and Mabel.
Yes, how did you know?
Perhaps the
It's the thumbnail.
thumbnail, but I could be
Because,
going mentally
well,
insane.
not just that, but we haven't heard hi nor hair of Cassie, and I'm pretty sure Jacqueline and Jabel are trying to murder each other right now.
Well, the thing is,
Actually, I think you're doing rather good.
yeah, but
According to what Star said, the last time that Raz saw Jacqueline, she actually looks somewhat clean, and her clothes are actually a lot neater than usual.
except her jacket.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, except for the jacket. But
no, what happened is
Drown,
currently
you ever
we're
drown a cat?
okay. Listen,
That's basically
currently,
what happened.
Razzle and I are have been having for a long time trying to do a private RP of trying to figure out what or not the Cassie's date would be like. And it is moving.
I thought you said.
it's progressing.
I thought
Dispel
you
all
two.
confusion.
Okay,
Make it a
hold
focus
up.
session.
Okay, Litney, what are you saying? I thought you do what?
You said for a long time, me and Razzle, and I was about to say, are dating. I knew it.
Crazy.
No, Razzle's not
anyway.
available for commitment.
Dispel all confusion. Session.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So here we go. I'm gonna click this button right now, and you guys can see this stream now. You guys can see this now. This is wonderful. Let's go full screen recording to D&D Fragile Frontier. No, I clicked the wrong button. I clicked temp. D&D Fragile Frontier. Here we are. Oh. Well, if D&D doesn't want to open up, I guess we'll have to figure that out. That's not too big a deal. But yeah, we're here. We can see at least, we have this thing. Table of Terminator. Table of Terminator should be good enough for right now. There's some art I wanted to get of like the cities and stuff, but I didn't have the time for that. I had limited time, and I've done what I could in that limited time. So, I guess we don't need any recap, because today, guess what? Is the date session. And when the date session comes around, it means one thing. There's romance in the air. Either romance or aspartame. I don't know which, but either way, it leaves a burning sensation in my heart. So, I would like to ask you, Bomber.
Yeah.
Razzle.
Yes.
Oh. Oh my god, in the D&D, we're still mid-combat. Oof. I'm gonna close that and take you guys somewhere else.
I like to imagine after this, Litney, Sara, and whoever else is going to be interrogating them before the guards show up.
You're not.
Litney has some
you-
old-fashioned way to
You
make
are.
them talk.
You are not going to get anything out of them.
I feel like we're gonna like barely get a few questions before the fucking guards show up. and
Like I said,
it
they
comes out of our
show up
hands.
in a few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
The response time is incredibly fast. However, it wasn't. It was, still slow enough that a dragon could do something.
It was way too slow.
No, it wasn't too slow. It's a matter of the response time is as fast as it should be, but the issue shouldn't have happened in the first place. You know?
Yeah.
So here we are in a beautiful, beautiful scenario. This is Cossetia, a town which, despite not having a map, has had a lot more development than the frontier. The thing the campaign's named after. We have a town the campaign's named after, our home base.
Oh, how much time did we actually spend on the frontier before we bailed on the frontier?
About like a week.
And good then, Lord, it's only been a week in session.
You spent like a week in campaign time. And honestly, over here is just a lot more developed. Even though you spent a lot less time in Cossetia, I've just like fleshed it out a whole lot more, even though I don't have like, a map for it. I just have 4 pictures. I've just gotten better at describing things. When we get back to the frontier town, it's gonna be like so cool. Anyway,
there's gonna be some casinos, some neon lights. It's maybe a red district.
Perhaps you don't know. Listen, you don't know what Linda's been up to.
Litney's gonna make sure to disinfect everything just in case.
Okay.
Hey, you're the one. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm sorry. How lowly do you think of her? Do you think she doesn't use prestidigitation?
Several different shades of
Dinok, get the disinfectant spray.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Stares over at you.
Lead Bomber, Razzle, would you like to explain to me what is the premise of today's session? What are you trying to accomplish?
Razzle is, for the last few, during the break, between important stuff happening, has been trying to play matchmaker. And this is what she believes to be her toughest challenge yet, as she believes she might have found the perfect match for Mabel and Ryu. Each other. Because in Razzle's mind, both of them have somewhat matching, somewhat... What?
They're both too serious, sorry.
Okay, right.
Both...
Allow me to have a moment to describe these two. Mabel is an NPC you've known for a long time. She was the first NPC you met in this campaign. When you all registered to be an adventurer, well, I say you all. When most of you registered to be an adventurer, except for Dinok, the first person you met was Mabel.
To be fair, it wasn't the first one, me or Sara. The only one that it applies to is Litney and Litney and.
You know what? Fair enough. The first NPC the party met, I say the party, the surviving members of the party, met is
Doug's
Mabel. Dead? No, I'm talking about the people who haven't left the campaign.
I know.
Okay, right. So Mabel, a high-level paladin, a half-angel, commander in the army, now stationed as the head of the guard. She is one of the most important NPCs you guys know. Well, most prominent NPCs at least. She's been around quite a bit. She's interacted with mostly everyone. I don't think she said a word to Dinok.
That being said, From what Raz has been able to find out from Mabel from their interactions, Mabel also possesses a deep loneliness, mainly drawn on by the fact that they are really intimidating to most normal people and have a divine level of strength that is off-putting to any potential romantic partners.
She is very unlucky with love. Her last boyfriend got cold feet when she tried to demonstrate a cool sword trick because he was a master swordsman. She's like, I can show you a cool sword trick too, and cut her office in half. I will note that primarily, almost 50% of the time, it is Mabel's fault that the town hall keeps getting delayed because she keeps destroying the building. Granted, if you do remember
that entire wing.
Yeah, if you do remember, the last time the building got the building got destroyed was because like 3 wizards got into an argument and they fireballed each other.
That office is just very unlucky. What are we sure it's not a place on an ancient native burial mound?
It might be. It's built in a battlefield, and the other NPC we're trying to pair him with is an adult blue dragon called Ryu, who Razzle has had a run-in in for quite a while.
Yeah, it's correct.
I was about to say that if you weren't, I was.
Technicalities.
Ryu, a dragon. Oh, yeah. Ryu, a dragon lord of the land. Solitary, but still seeking connection. The only issue is the only person he seems to have a connection with is a stalker, which he has been actively trying to avoid. He certainly needs someone to connect to who could probably also help him with his situation.
He's a brooding bad boy.
And of course, someone who can handle, a motherfucking dragon.
He ain't gonna be burning down towns with her around.
Well, no, because he's a storm dragon.
Well, you know what I mean.
Happy.
And dragons don't burn down towns. That's drakes in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have dragon rules. Star sent them to me. One of the dragon rules literally is, and I quote the exact text, dragons are not to attack mortal settlements without cause, such as contract, revenge, or protection of sworn friends and allies.
Really quickly, if you look in arts and references, there is a picture of Ryu, Mabel. I'll actually show this on stream. So this is Ryu, the dragon. Okay. Quick note about dragons in my world: all dragons have human forms, but typically young dragons have all the draconic aspects visible. Adult dragons usually hide that stuff, but Ryu's kind of a special case. Ryu takes a lot of pride. He takes a lot of pride in his draconic elements. Here we have Mabel, the guard captain, and then we have Mabel, the guard captain's date outfit.
May, the best girl.
Questionable.
Yes, very questionable.
Mikhail Grainer, hello, hi, how you doing? God of War's childhood playpen. Yep, so we're here in the date session. So now, this is going to be a very awkward moment. Let me open up Tabletop Simulator and bring out dead tokens. Where are you? Where did I put you?
Let's see how this goes.
I brought them here. I didn't delete them, did I? Oh, here they are. Here are their tokens. Let me drop them here and cast the Tia. By the way, I've updated Ryu's token a little bit, slightly. If I don't know, anyone will be able to tell the difference, but I've darkened his outlines a little bit, and I've I've reduced the definition of his chest. I tried making him like kind of a muscular chest before, but it looked like breast kind of slightly, and I didn't like that. So I just decided to like remove that completely, and now he's completely a femboy almost. It's not. It's not a femboy. He's male. He's clearly male. He's just got a fairly.
He's just got a slim build.
Yeah, it's a. I think the word is twink, where it's just a skinny male.
Twink works.
No, we call that toothpicks. I'm just joking.
Yeah, if you look at him, he's not womanly. He is a male. He's a guy. Kids tend to break their toys. What, Mikhail Grainer? What are you talking about? What toys? What? Well, listen. These two are. I'm not going to say they're not actually comparable in strength that much. Mabel is weaker than Rue. Don't get me wrong. She's a level 15, and he's the adult dragon. CR 17. But still, she's quite powerful. So you could say they're like at least on a higher level. Now then, Razzle, it's taking place about like 1 week after the event. Let me just look over here on my notes. If I remember correctly, the attack, yes. The attack on the National Institute of Magic Research, the NIMR, this building over here, happened on the 11th of September, and currently the date is now the 20th of September. I will update the Sara Chronicles later.
Ooh, we jumped a whole 19 days.
No, 9 days. Thank you very much.
Oh, I heard 20 and 11.
From 11 to 20. 9.
Oh yeah, 9 days.
9.
Sorry.
Well,
I was thinking 1.
I
Sorry,
feel like it's a
math.
reasonable amount of time. Given this advanced state of magic in this world, a lot of damage has been cleared up and everything's gone back up to running. Although there's a bit of a sordid attitude around this section of town, so you might want to stay away for right now. But the rest of the town is lovely. Tensions are luckily not too bad right now. We have gotten these two, which is great. And let's see, where are you, Razzle? I'm gonna just snap you right now and just put you right over there.
By the way, Cobalt, why are you wearing the winter outfit?
Because he made a Christmas joke.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's what we opened with.
Australian Christmas.
What is this?
None of us are Australian.
Is it the old art of Benati? Where's the new art?
No.
I'm never going to find it.
Just like how you couldn't find Zid's art.
Don't worry about it. So, Razzle, you've invited 2 very powerful entities to town.
Yes.
Did you want them to come together, or did you want them to come separately? Do you want to talk to them separately? I
feel like Raz would have a word with each before getting them to the date location.
Okay.
Mainly because she does have advice to give them Mabel as of the talk she had with Merclo Dragclaw.
Okay. You know what? Here, let me look at our notes. Here, the situation. Mabel is mostly inept at love, a nervous wreck when it comes to showing her own emotions, despite her immense power and prowess in battle. Ryu is cold and distant, seemingly uncaring, though that is the mask of a noble who doesn't want others to read his intentions and weaknesses. A mask he doesn't know how to drop. The two of them, despite having very high charisma, rarely use it for anything other than negotiation and intimidation. Here's the difficulty. As one is essentially a lord and the other a soldier, albeit high ranking, they don't see eye to eye at the starting point. Razzle has to find a different starting point for them, something to bond over and discuss on equal footing. That is the first obstacle Razzle has to face.
How much of a
Yes.
shitty ex Razzle is?
What are you talking about?
How about you go fuck yourself, fairy?
Well, just imagine
Well,
and
you
the
robbed
party
one.
just
You robbed
just imagine the party watching from a distance.
You robbed one and the left other in their underwear.
Okay, let me tell you, she robbed both in different ways, if you get my drift.
Uh-huh.
Regardless, so that being said, am I going to be interacting with them before the date, or do I need to select a location to send them?
We are here in Costatia, so the location doesn't really matter so much. What I'd like to say first is, before the date, do you have a word of advice for both of these characters?
The advice she will give to each is, for Mabel, hey, I know you want to share emotions and such. Don't be afraid to show them. That being said, unlike most of the people you've probably had, a date with, this one can certainly handle your strength. So don't show him. Like, don't hold back. Don't hold back. You're fine. You're good.
Litney has
Okay,
this
so when you
incredible
say don't hold back, are you telling me that I need to, like, show off by, like, I don't know, finding something and destroying it? Like a strength contest?
You just need to assert yourself to show
Oh,
that
no.
you are looking for a good word.
Just be yourself.
Queen.
Be yourself, be assertive.
Do I wait, so I have to assert myself, show off my strengths. Are you
Don't force
asking
it.
me
Keep it
to act like
natural.
you?
Fuck.
No.
Litney laughing in the
So
distance, and
quick.
he doesn't know why.
No.
This okay, right? Assert myself, but don't be like you. Assert myself, but don't be like you. She's just gonna, like, she
You
does
have to
that
find
trick
it
where
right
she
there.
where she basically just, idly, like, writes in her hand with one finger. Okay, I think I got
Okay,
it.
fine, yeah. Yeah.
What do you have to say to Ryu?
When she gets her aside with Ryu, she simply says, I know it's difficult for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like for something like this, all you need to do is to listen and try to be understanding towards your partner for this date.
She just
And here comes
he
Razzle
looks
with
to
a
you and is
potato.
like, understanding. Well,
You just have to
I
be
don't
able
have a
to look.
baseline to know what to understand. I don't have a baseline to look for. How
You
are
just
they?
have to look past yourself for a second.
Excuse me. I can
Basically,
look past myself very well. Now I'm just like, but how do we get a read on her? I don't know what her base is. I can't just assume to understand her just by, like, reading her expressions.
Just get off your high
Is she
horse for
straight?
5 seconds.
She looks to you for one. It's just like, just a frown, and he's like, well, how about you give me some advice? Like, is she straightforward?
Okay.
Does she do that thing which I've heard people do? Like, they say, oh, don't bother about me, but actually they want you to do something very specific, but they're not telling you about it? Or is she like, when she says, I want to do something, is that exactly what she means? Like, what's going on? I've seen people like that. I've had a date once before. It was horrible.
With her, I feel like she's
I
going to be pretty straightforward.
I hope so. The last person
Chief.
said they didn't want food, but when I got food for myself but not for them, they're like, "How dare you? You should have got food for me." But and then the next time I tried
I
getting
don't think
food,
you're gonna have to worry about
and then the
that.
next time they said they didn't want food, and I got food for them. They said, "How dare you? I told you I didn't want
It's like
food."
puts a hand on the shoulder. My friend, the woman that I have you paired with is the type that will, if she is upset by you, will probably say, "I don't like this very much" to your face without any sugarcoating it. I'm pretty sure you're good.
Okay, that's good.
He's more of a man than a woman.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is gonna be a disaster.
He crosses his arms, he crosses his wings. Looks very intimidating. Right. Let's go shock this date.
So,
Oh god.
how this... I think the venue we decided on for this date is, of course, a private booth and a nice restaurant.
Yes. So do explain some small little details. First of all, there won't be pictures of the restaurants and whatnot. I didn't have time to prepare that. I had a lot of other things going on.
No, it's
so
fine.
Here's what I have.
It's fine.
There are 3 dice on this board. This big metal dice represent world events. Essentially, this is the neutral dice when I'm rolling to see what happens. The blue dice is to see how they're doing. If I want to make a check for them, I will roll that. The red dice is if something, I don't know, third party or bad luck or whatnot tries to get in the way of the date, I'll be rolling this. And we're going to be trying to roleplay based on what kind of events could possibly happen. And Razzle, it's your job to try and fix it. The party, just because you guys are also here, if you want to suggest something happening, feel free. And I'll roll for it.
Let me remind myself. So, red is the bad, negative things trying to impact the day. The big dice, the world event. What was the blue one again?
The blue one is for these two rolling. If these two are rolling something, it'll be the blue. The red one is something rolling to affect them, and the big one is just an event. I'm just rolling to see what the world does. Okay, and if the party says they want to do something, the party, you guys can suggest things, but you can't suggest actions for the 2 NPCs. That's purely Razzle's job.
What's funny, when he hears Razzle tell Mabel, be yourself, be assertive, she looks at it like
don't be afraid to hold. Don't be afraid to not hold back. He can handle it.
She took that as she looks at it. Be ready to get you both as far away from here as possible. She's expecting.
Why do you have a godly voice?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm in a building with an echo.
Are you using thaumaturgy?
I don't even have that spell. Sorry. I'm in a building.
I'm joking. Okay, right. So here we go. We start the date, and the date starts with the 2 meeting for the first time.
Star.
Yes.
Before that, Solstice have managed to hook herself up with someone that could produce a basically show the date. And is currently munching her popcorn because this is gonna be fun.
Oh. Wait.
Anyone else?
Explain to me one more time. You hooked yourself up with someone who could produce a show of the date?
Yeah, basically a trying pool. I can't remember if Scry is a single for just a single person, or if there can be multiple viewing.
When you look at someone, you can see the things around them.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's only one person viewing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I went to the Mage Tower, got someone that loves
drama
and drama, and hooked herself up with.
Yeah, I will say this: if you want to try messing around things, for the most part, they're going to be in public areas, which is why you can see them. This town is most private areas in this town is protected against that kind of magic.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing. Now that's what we want to do. The two of them finally meet. The two of them finally meet for the first time. Their meeting might or might not go well. We're gonna have to take a look at this. So, step 1. They're gonna meet in a kind of well-lit area, maybe not exactly public. I'd say maybe like the top of some tower or something like that. Might be a good meeting. Huh?
Litney has binoculars.
Okay. So, Razzle, are you going to be present for this meeting, or are you going to be like hiding in the distance?
The idea is to be there to help with the intro, to ease them to the restaurant, and then just to be a fly on the wall, keeping distant so they don't even notice me.
Okay, so begin with Ryu crosses its arms as he looks to Mabel. You notice a slight blush immediately as a tint of blue is on his cheeks, and he just says, "I am Ryu. You may call me Lord Ryu if you so please. I feel I need not introduce myself much beyond that."
Horse mounted.
And then Mabel looks to him and, well, her expression's a bit harder to read. It's not as straightforward as his. And she just, she gulps for a moment. Yeah.
This.
In a moment.
Like,
in a moment.
I feel like Razzle positions herself behind Ryu so that she can see her, and just basically she does like a pantomime of confidence.
Okay, right. She sees you. She nods. Give me a second. Let me roll this. 12.
You know,
sees that.
Not the worst.
See, she sees that. She nods. She crosses her arms, mimicking him. You know what happens when she does that?
Oh god.
Pushing forward, like he pushes forward his chest. She tries to push forward her chest. The effects are very different. And she's like, "I am Mabel Roner." And she's like, "I am Mabel Roner." Hold up 1 second.
You know what?
No,
Litney's using a Dinok.
I just missed something really quickly.
I feel like for a second Razzle panics, but then as she notices the details of this interaction, it's just like, nah, he'll find it charming.
Okay, wait,
he'll find it charming. It's fine.
Like, "I am Mabel Roner, commander of the Royal Army, guard captain of Frontier Town. It is your pleasure to meet me." And he says, let me just roll this really quickly.
How offended is he?
That was a 6, but she doesn't really have much charisma. But guess what? She doesn't have much persuasion, is what I meant to say. But guess what? She's got +5 charisma, so 11. So that didn't bomb too badly, and he's just like, "Excuse me, Razzle, do you have any hints you want to try giving her?"
She quickly is just along the lines of a little politer, little.
Pull it back a little.
Pull it back.
I'm sorry.
Pull it back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say it's my pleasure to meet you. Yes, I'm sorry. I got a little confused there. I'm not too used to these kind of dates. Let's just see how well that goes. And that's a 15. That's pretty decent. And he kind of just slowly nods. "I'm sure." And then she basically says, "So, Lord Ryu, is that it? Do you have anything else you want to talk about yourself? Another title? Would you do a hobby, a job?" And he just says, "Well, I'm a dragon. I don't really have to have a set job. Wherever magic's needed, there's plenty of work to be done, plenty of money to be made."
He basically owns that mountain over there.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
A clarifying question?
Yeah.
Are they inside a tavern,
No.
a restaurant?
No,
yet,
not right now,
they'd
because
be
they'd be drawing way too many eyes. So right now they're like at the top of a rather short tower is just basically so that they can see a good view. They're in a public space, but they're just not like, they don't have like 100 pairs of eyes on them. Because, one is a fucking angel with a halo and the other one's a goddamn dragon.
I mean,
This is why we selected a private booth, because if we did anything public, people would be bothering them.
Yeah,
and the paparazzi.
It's not super comfortable for them to be, having a to meet in like a private room.
Right.
Okay, so Mabel basically, so when you say that, she's like, you own a mountain? You mean you laid claim to it? Well, probably not violently if I haven't heard about any dispatch orders. And he's like, and you would be dispatched to face me in such a case? Well, I suppose so. I am a captain. Well, commander. Guard captain. But yes, you did mention that. And, well, I've heard a little about you. Tell me about this. I've heard about this town. What about that? And then he's gonna say, I will just see, how does he react? How friendly would he be about this when he has talked about the town? Oh, that's a 7.
Crying out loud!
What are you saying?
So the town is like, it's more a collection of babbling people who just decided to follow me, I suppose. I made a home, and a bunch of noisy people decided to gather around and not much else to say about it. Oh, is that so?
Rex is going to now go behind Mabel and get Ryu going.
Right now.
Rex is going to quickly panic, move behind Mabel, and now mime to Ryu, a little gentler. Coming off kind of douchey.
Let's see if he can. Let's see what he can make. Let's see what is the attempt at being gentle. Come on, roll this dice.
Please.
A tree.
Come on.
A tree for being gentle. He's gonna be like. I mean, well, they're more like children, I gotta be there, and I gotta look after them, or else I don't know, things gonna happen for them. They're like, they don't really know what they're doing. I don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I just kind of became a parent to like a few hundred dwarves and gnomes, and so every now and then I just look down and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
and she's like, yeah, I know, yeah.
Oh god, this is. I've seen genuinely better dumpster fires. I think I.
Yeah, Lidney's asking Dinok, what's going on? What are they saying? Why do they just look uncomfortable?
Razzle's going to kind of pulse between them now and just go,
Solstice is probably very happy right now.
We should probably get to the reservation. It is coming up.
I'd like to say, Dinok knows a scry spell too.
Yeah. Okay. The reservation is like, and Dinok's like, yes, mortal food. They usually know what they're doing.
Razzle looks to him going,
mortals usually know what they're doing when it comes to food.
No. That first statement has Razzle pause a second and look to him going, really? You're going to have that? We both know that you don't know how to season things.
Oh, God.
He's British.
And he just looks at you and says, listen, it's not that I don't know how to season things. It's why would I bother when my superior digestive system doesn't need any such sort of thing. Seasoning is just a waste of time. That's what mortals do, because they have... You just pause it for a second. Mortals don't live very long. Why do they waste time seasoning food? Probably because it tastes good. It does taste good.
Oh, good. Food.
Say, what's your
favorite?
Because I... No.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So what's your favorite food? Seafood, usually. Stereotyping himself as a blue dragon.
Yes, because...
And Mabel's like, oh, seafood. Oh, I'm gonna see if does she if she gets slow enough, she's
God.
gonna.
Regardless
Don't
so
get
far,
wrong.
she has a fucking
Hold up, you know what? I'm
jellyfish
gonna just
allergy.
click roll all the way up there. A 4. You know what? She's gonna say
4.
Seafood.
Aren't you gonna make a pump?
I mean, well, I used to spend most of my time in a war against the merfolk, so every time I look at seafood, I just sit right with
Bodies.
them.
Hey, Litney, were you supposed to be fucking helping me with this?
Litney abandoned you the moment it got done.
Well,
Yeah.
Litney
knows
Litney is like Razzle handle this because she seems to. Litney can come in if you need me.
You know what? I seem really
I would like it
good.
to be known.
I seem to
The
have
current
a
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Situation.
The current situation, I believe, right now is Dinok is scrying on this situation or looking at what's going on, and is just realizing just how bad this is.
You know what?
Like, Litney, get in here.
I seem to have a talent, a very good talent at having weird or awkward conversations between two characters. Now we're gonna try moving to the said location. As you know, our friend here, Ryu, is just like a bit shell shocked. He's like, "Excuse, I never thought about it that way.
Litney,
I could talk to fish if I tried."
Wait.
Okay, they're moving along. As
I'm
they
going
move
to
to the rest.
now I'm good. Now I just want to say one suggestion. Anyone now when they're going to this restaurant, does anyone have a suggestion for what might happen, or should I just roll?
I would imagine.
I feel like the suggestion more comes if you roll and then it's something good. Someone gives a good suggestion, and if it's bad, someone names them.
Okay.
You should roll first.
Is that what you want? I'll do that. Let's roll.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, what is this?
Hey,
I
only
have one.
With an 11,
only
I
have
almost
one
want to say nothing really important happens. It's kind of bland.
I would say that someone just got proposed to, and it breaks the current discussion, allowing them to start fresh.
You know what? I'd like to draw upon. You know what?
Can I mention something?
Oh wait, they're still on the roof.
No. This is for when they're on the way to the restaurant.
Okay, something distracts them, allowing them
Okay,
to
so
break.
you say something distracts them. Dinok, what do you want to say?
I was gonna say, I know what Dinok's doing while this is happening, but what's happening with them? Genuinely, there might genuinely be a situation of like there's a street performance or whatever that
Litney is
on the street
showing off
because they are just walking down.
Litney is showing off her chiromancy skill to Inati, and it just turns into a big performance.
I was just gonna say a shooting star or something.
I miss it actually.
You know what I like to say?
Dinner. It's a dinner date.
Litney, as you're like on the way, when they're on the way restaurant, you like watching like what they've been doing have just been like, oh my god, you should do something. Dinok, what are they doing? Dinok, how could it be so bad? And then now he's like, what are you doing? What's up? Are you spying on people? It's like, no, absolutely not. Really? Then what are you doing? I was like, I was thinking about the next performance. And then you basically start showing a bit of fire, Rick. And then her visit just pops out of nowhere like, hey! You think you're a hot shot? Well, you, I got better fire. And
I'm gonna be so honest, Star. When that happens, Dinok looks at the entire situation and just goes, "Fuck it, I'm going to get my own dinner," and just fucking leaves. goes to a restaurant and just fucking goes.
Litney, I want you to roll. I think Arcana might be it. Yeah, I think Arcana.
Yeah.
I want you to roll Arcana just to see how well you do with your fire tricks, and I'm gonna roll Arcana for the wizard.
And I will be flavoring it as using
He
the
got a
Cartomancer's.
the man got a 16 plus his Arcana, which probably is like, let's say, a 4, because he's like not in.
He's an amateur.
He's learning, so he got a 20, a dirty 20. This man, which
Dirty
is the
20, and you know what? Dirty 20, but I'm using glimpses of a distant past. It's on!
oh yeah, fuck, you're cheating. You're using your racial ability. That's not cheating, but still. Okay, so this man, which is a small fire, is like, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, and he's trying to do, you know, the Russian dance where you fold your arms and you dance like kick. Except what he's doing is he's got like his house full, but one hand is still like twirling around, and there's like a little fire just going around his feet. And it's like almost like he's kick, almost like a ball. Huh? Like a football.
Litney seeing this is like amateur hour, and uses his base, makes the fire sculpture of to just on the off chance I could always claim implausible deniability of Ryu and Mabel dancing.
Okay, Razzle, as you're leading to the reservation, you and them just turn around, you just see this, and you're like, what are my friends up to? And then
Dinok has left
this
this situation.
Yeah, you
God.
just have like a
You
small
walked away.
crowd, including Inadi and Sid. Inadi being very excited, being like, I don't know what's going on, but yay, I love fire stuff. Can I do fire stuff? And Sid's like, no more fire stuff. Not after what you did to Mr. Snuggles. It was an accident.
I had to clean up.
It's like she said, and Zid just dead eye looks at Inadi and says, learn mending.
I had to basically clean off all the char off that doll, she says while performing.
Yeah. Ryu just looks at this and it's just like, they have very interesting performances here. Is this the fight? Is this what I've heard? I've heard of this an Abnikai. And Mabel's like,
that reference.
I'm sorry, what? It's where two fire users fight off by dancing and using fire tricks.
No.
I'm not a fan of that. No. You're not listening to them.
Sorry.
Listen, they're in a conversation. It's like,
yeah.
And Mabel's like, I've never heard of something like that. It's not from this world. It's from another world. Another world? Which world? It's well, it's not really something that happened in the actual world. It's more of a story I found. Oh, well, what kind of story? It's a story about a fantasy world where there's like, the people are aligned, like they're only humans. They're all aligned to like a specific element. Then there are like there are 4 nations based on the elements: earth, wind, fire, and water. And then he starts to just recounting the plot of Avatar. I'm gonna roll for this man. The Avatar Last Airbender. He's recounting the plot. He got a 10. A 10 plus his charisma. So that amounts to almost about a 15. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Adult Blue Dragon. What are your stats?
It should be around 4 or 5. I can't imagine it being lower.
Adult Blue Dragon. What did you say?
Don't all dragons have natural sorcerer capabilities?
In mine they do, but I'm talking about like, dragons have stats. A stat sheet. It's a +4.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Say, I expected him to have a high charisma.
Yeah. So a +4. Here we go. So he's like talking about this, and it is Razzle. It's all interesting. Looks like this nerd knowing books actually amount to something. And Mabel's like, oh, they better meddle with their bare hands. I've done that before. Granted, that did cost a big chunk of my salary after I did it. And he's like,
he also didn't use magic.
And it also like, what do you mean? Oh, like, well, you see, I have a bit. Okay, listen. I tried going on a date before, and it didn't turn out well because someone wanted to show off how strong they are, and they were like, "Look, I can lift up this big giant metal dumbbell," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool." I picked it up, and I accidentally just bent it. I didn't think it was that weak, and Ryu's like, "Oh, I can't say I've been there before, but you're okay." He is a dragon with like a +7 strength, but he's just like a fucking human.
That's interesting.
Like it's like her.
Oh, could there be a possibility of this actually helping?
And it's like, so like you're really strong, huh? No, I wouldn't say I'm really strong, but I'm strong. I don't think I have people to take on a dragon 1-on-1, but I have people to like, I fought armies. I don't doubt
Solo.
it. I see. So tell me, are you confident in your strength? I am.
Oh.
Just have confidence. What's your primary weapon?
God.
Mostly I use a sword. Then would you like... Then how about a little bit of a bet? I don't see how this date's gonna be going, honestly. But we might as well have a little bit of a fun time while we're here. Sure.
Okay, that's fine.
That sounds interesting. He's just gonna point over at something, Razzle, you didn't notice in the alleyway. You, with your detect magic constantly going on, have a hard time being in this city just because everything pings. So you usually kind of ignore it. But when he points into this alley, you notice that there's a ping of abjuration magic over there. And he says, "There's a barrier over there. Don't know why it's there, but hey, break it with just sheer strength."
Oh.
And Mabel's like, "Oh, really? You think a little barrier like that's gonna stop me?" And he says, "I certainly hope not." He's like, "I certainly hope not."
No. Let them cook.
Raz is gonna give Mabel Bardic while she's not.
Give me 1 second. I want to roll something. This is not for this is not for the actual fight. This is just the roll to see. 13. 13 is good enough. So she looks to him and she remembers, be assertive. She crosses her arms underneath her chest. Bounce. And what's in it for me if I win? What's in it for me if I win? She leans in. She's a bit taller than Ryu. Ryu steps back a bit because Horn doesn't want to poke. And he's like, You know, since it's a date and all, how about this? If you win, I'll give you the honor of holding my hand. He says, By the way, I want you to know. He tries to act all arrogant and cocky while he says this. But you are 100% sure this man literally just made up on the spot. He's like...
It's all the blushing. Well, it's really hard to hide the blue blush.
Yep. He's like, "Oh, really? Well, since there's a date and all, it's like, oh shit, what do I do? No. What do people do on dates? Hold hand. And then she's like, deal. And then he's like, oh, shit. And if I win... And he pauses for a moment. He's like, what? He just glances over at Razzle. Bit of a panic. What does he ask for?
Be mysterious. Just say you owe me a favor later or something.
He's like,
no,
be mysterious.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see. Let's roll this. Let's roll this.
Come on.
A 5. A 5 on mysterious. He just looks and he's like, if I win, we shall solve the mystery together. She looks completely befuddled, and he's like,
How'd
Okay.
you fumble? You were in the lead.
You were this close. You were so close to pulling off something cool.
I swear if they were doing this as a
Motherfucker, you were wearing training wheels and you still fell off the bike.
Listen, don't forget.
She's dying.
Listen, don't
She's
forget.
dying
Listen, I want you to.
Every time this fails, she's taking like 1 point of psychic damage. She will be dead by the end of this dead.
I want you to understand. Not only is it one, these are both awkward characters, but two, I'm the one rolling for both of them. That's why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good their stats are. What matters is how bad I roll.
I gotta say something. Okay. I love the dichotomy here. Meanwhile, me playing Wolko with the other fucking campaign, I roll a natural 20 on disadvantage, and over here Stars fucking throwing themselves in the deep end.
The dragon rolls a 5 on aura farming.
Okay, let's just move this along.
So Mabel just walks over. It's like, well, I guess
Raz is going to lean over to Mabel.
Mabel says, well, I don't know. Is that like an invitation to another date?
In the tower.
She asks you, Razzle. She feels like Razzle, like, do you think that's like she's inviting me to another date or something?
It might be. Here's what I can say. Puts hand on shoulder, gives Bardic with the words, show off what you can do.
Okay. I can do that.
You have Bardic to break this barrier.
Strength. And she's gonna walk over and she's gonna pull out. Well, she doesn't have her sword on her right now.
Natural one right here. Watch.
She doesn't have a sword on her right now, but guess what? She's gonna pull out a dagger, a +3 dagger. That's good enough.
No. She has to flex normal dagger.
No, you know what? She doesn't have a dagger. She's gonna pull out a fucking knuckle duster.
Where the fuck did you get knuckle duster?
A lady never goes home, leaves home without a protection.
It would have been really funny if she pulled out like a butter knife or some shit, you know?
No.
Oh,
M16.
Just uses her bare fucking hands.
Okay, Mabel, let me see. You have a... Oh,
please.
Your attack is not written.
You are an incredibly strong character. You can't...
She has to be...
Okay, so here's what she has. She has a +10 to hit, and is a +3 weapon, so it's a +13 to hit. She doesn't need that much, honestly. If she can... honestly, for her to break this, I'm going to say the DC is 20.
It's a natural... You're going to get a natural one right here.
Don't jinx it.
Listen, all she needs is a 7. Please roll a 7. Roll your d6.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, wait. It's a d8 now. The d8.
Yes, d8.
It's a d8 now.
You need to get a 4. If you get a 4, you win.
Star. Star.
Yeah.
You rolled a 3.
Why?
Hey, don't you have inspiration?
Did you fail Bardic Inspiration?
Hold on.
If you're doing it in bot, it's exclamation R's.
Listen, you guys now know why I roll in real life where you guys can't see the numbers.
I got an 8.
Oh my god, Max.
You got an 8. Congratulations, that's enough. So she pulls out the knuckle duster and fucking just... She takes a step back, almost stumbles a little bit because of the uneven footing, and she's wearing high heels. But she remembers, she recomposes herself, she remembers your birth, it's like, fuck it. And she just punches, and this barrier just gets ripped apart. And there's like, I'm not going to say there's a boom, because she didn't hit a solid object, but what I'm going to say is, this part is pretty rumbles.
This lady's like, it stops her performance and notices.
And then she turns around. You know what? let's see. What is this? Why does Mabel have no skills? She only has athletics and intimidation. She only has 2 skills?
You know what? If you want a suggestion, persuasion to just show, or performance just to show off.
I'm gonna just, I'm gonna fucking roll intimidation. Actually, I'm gonna give her intimidation skill because she has athletics intimidation. It's like two skills. I'm gonna roll intimidation. It's a +10. Let's go. Let's fucking roll. Be the 15.
Let's see.
It's a you know what? That's a 15. A 15 is really high. With no, I'm gonna say with a 5, she doesn't even actually plan on like acting cool. She just let me just say, listen, that's a 15. That's a fucking 15. She just turns around.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like it to be known, Star has not rolled above a 10.
The height. No, he hasn't rolled above an 11.
So fair. After punching that, Mabel turns around, like classic knuckle duster, and just gives like a thumbs up. Now, on its own, this wouldn't really be particularly cool, but now just you add on to that Mabel's character. She's got like a fairly stiff expression, and she just fucking like demolished whatever she was about to. Whatever she demolished. Hopefully that wasn't important. Mabel has national aura. And then Ryu, I'm just gonna roll for Ryu. Higher is better, please. Hold on 1 second. Do over, that one hit something. That's a 16.
There we go.
So Ryu, seeing that, it's just like, holy shit.
Did he get a fair bonus?
No. Ryu just holding that, just mutters. Like again, he doesn't even register Razzle right next to him. He's just like, holy shit! I want her to rock my world.
I just want a woman that could actually kill me. I mean, actually kill me.
Well, looks like we're gonna discover the mystery if a dragon can impregnate this angel.
The dragons have all I'm gonna say is dragons have magical means to bear children without having to have sex. But it's a very complicated process.
Yeah,
that's why anyone who steals from a dragon, they are now contractually obligated to bear the dragon's child, man or woman. So yes, there is impregnancy in this world. In a sense. Don't worry, there is no sex involved.
Boring.
And it's technically not pregnancy, but still, it's a whole process.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you're still getting. You know what? No, we're not getting into this. Continue on with the date.
We move forward, and now we enter the reservation. We go into the restaurant. Would you like to describe the restaurant in any way, shape, or form?
So, Razzle picked a nice seaside place. Has a lovely view of the ocean. She did pick it for the seafood menu, but it also specializes in what you typically would find in a very nice restaurant, that being roasts, steaks, it's very nice, very stylish cuisine.
Oh.
And we have a private booth which has a lovely window looking over the ocean.
Oh, this looks a bit expensive. I've not been in a restaurant like this in ages. I mean, I'm not going to say I've seen better.
Razzle managed to pull some strings.
Yeah, and Ryu's going to say, I'm not going to say I've seen better. This is pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, in order to help me with this, Razzle had to pull at least 2 strings, which is because I just have a large amount of money. Razzle has spent 100 gold just to make sure this goes well, service-wise. And also, maybe I've dropped a hint.
Listen, I'm going to say 100 gold, 40 gold. That's plenty. 40 gold is a lot of money.
I'm just trying to cover my bases with how ritzy this place is, okay?
Look,
So,
100 gold will be the equivalent of dropping a mill on a service.
Okay, cool. I'll do 40 gold, and she may have dropped a hint to the chefs that, I don't know, the guard captain and the dragon might be here. So you might want to give the best service of your damn life.
Yeah, so Mabel sees it, she's like, well, if I knew it was going to be something like this, I would have dressed up a bit more. Not that I own a better dress than this. And then Ryu just looks over. You look fine. Well, what else? He's like, you look fine. What could you do besides that anyway? I'm just happy you didn't come in armor.
He's given to giving an actual like flirt.
It's like Mabel's like, yeah, listen. As much as I love my uniform, I'm not gonna go on a date in that. I have more sense than that. Good. It's like
I'd like it to be known.
I'm just curious. What kind of clothes do you normally wear now? I suppose on a casual basis. You're just gonna air quotes. Well, I'm usually on guard duty 24/7, so I'm usually in my uniform all the time. If I'm not in the uniform, I don't really have a whole lot of other clothes. Mostly just shirts and suit pants. Suit pants? Yeah, I had, when I don't, usually, but I'm not active on the battlefield, I'm mostly just doing accountant work. Accountant work? As commander of the army? She just shrugs him. It works out that way. Interesting. Still, you look good in what you're wearing. Thanks.
A compliment.
We can go shopping for a better dress some other time if this works out. Yeah, shopping for a dress?
Going well.
Speaking of Lord Ryu, listen, hold up, let me roll this, because he's now embarrassed by the fact that he told her to call her Lord. 10. Fucking, he just tries saying for a second, listen, you don't, Yeah. He is embarrassed about her calling her Lord Ryu, but now he's like, I can't fucking tell her now. I'll look lame, I'll lose points.
So, another reason Raz picked this restaurant is because she has a spot she could probably hide above. Not like a chandelier, but like a ledge she could probably perch up onto.
So I love this, and now here's one thing. I think this date is not going to go on super longer, but cool boy, tell me what up.
Do either of these two have rerolls for inspiration?
No.
Because I think you're gonna need it.
They don't.
Oh boy. As God intends, this is going to be going bad or good.
They do not have any rerolls. That's what Razzle's here for. Because
can I Star? Can I mention something?
Razzle's here to stop
Go
and
ahead and
save
mention
any
something.
situation.
Remember how Dinok got very upset at the fact that they just started doing street performances in the middle of the street when they were supposed to be.
I saved it. I saved
he left. Yeah, no, he left
for dinner.
And he specifically went to go get dinner at like a restaurant or something. How far away is this restaurant?
It's probably right next to where you are. You might even be in another section of this restaurant. Depends. Listen, the number of restaurants might not be that very high. You probably only know places which Rose had recommended to you, and this is probably definitely one of the places.
Honestly, the way I see this going is we have them seated, getting settled in. I feel like it would be another world event, though.
Oh, no. Yeah. It's time to finally use the red dice.
Shit.
Ooh.
As for some reason, we're going to have to see how well another person's luck is. And now we're going to have to take a look at something.
Okay.
Looks over at the Dinok. The trouble magnet.
No. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to be checking. I'm going to be rolling this, and I'm going to be seeing if a waiter's going to say something. Because someone might have told the waiter to say something, giving them a helpful note to make things go better.
If you don't want to have a knife to your neck.
Well, it seems my bad luck applies to even the bad guys as well.
Hilarious.
The waiter doesn't remember what he was told to say. So he instead just says, I hope you and your date have a lovely night. As he passes a bottle of shampoo gift wrapped in a green ribbon.
Shampoo or champagne?
Champagne. He is supposed to say something that's supposed to like cause drama in the date, but he couldn't remember the line.
Raz is going to use her magic eyes to examine the bottle from where she's perched.
Yeah, it's just a bottle of champagne.
There's nothing with it.
Nah, it's just decent champagne.
Trust me, if there was, Dinok would have smelled it.
The champagne is not meant to be it. The thing was supposed to be he was supposed to say something, but unfortunately, 5.
Also, trust me, if something was wrong with that wine, Dinok would have expelled it across the
Well,
room.
guys, congratulations. It seems my bad luck saved the date.
Yay.
Either way, I guess we progress.
Yeah, okay, so
into drink orders and
so they're starting to eat now, and both starting to get drunk, both starting to drink. Both are ordering fairly strong alcohol because both have very high con. And so I would like to just ask one thing, Razzle. Do you want to make a suggestion to these two, or are you just going to leave them there at this point, random mutual babbling? Because
honestly,
right now,
I feel
the date right now is kind of like a 6 out of 10. It's not really like it didn't go super bad, but either way, it didn't really go too well either.
She's not going to directly interfere with their interactions, mainly because this needs to be natural. But Raz will do what the bard does best and perform to help set an atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to roll some performance.
I will let you roll performance. Yes.
Star, can I give advantage? Dinok will cast Thaumaturgy. If he sees her.
Play me a song.
What's that doing?
Thaumaturgy is supposed to make it more audible. If you play music.
I mean, it can make you more audible. It can change the color of lights around. It can do a few things. It's pretty cool.
Basically, he's like trying to enhance the mood even more.
I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Nice. So, just give me a vague idea of the vibe you're trying to put out there. Don't tell me exactly the details. You don't need to. Just go with vibes. What vibes do you want to put into these people?
The vibe is calm, relaxing, tranquil, and soothing music to pair well with the oceanic view to the side.
So Maple just just looking out over there. Maple, you know what? I'm gonna roll for this. I'm gonna just roll. I'm gonna roll with advantage. That's a 10.
Okay.
Come on.
That's a 9.
Son of a bitch!
Wait. 10's not bad. 10's not bad.
It is a 15.
It's not, but it's not good either.
I'm rolling really bad here for some reason. I don't know why that. I should be rolling this bad. I got limits, don't I? Okay, so Mabel just looks over to Rio and basically just, as she's glancing outside, she says, every time I see the ocean, it always just makes me feel a bit lonely. Some people look up at the sky and think it's really vast and that there's so much we haven't, so much more than just us. Or that we're just tiny specks within it, but honestly, for me, it's the ocean. There's just so much there. Untold civilization just lived, died, and are lost underneath the waves. It stretches on further than anyone's ever seen. Who knows what's even behind the horizon? Is this really the only continent out there? Are there more? I'm gonna give Rio also advantage over here. 14. 14's pretty good. Can you go beyond a 14? 13. 13, 14?
No.
I'll go with that. 14.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Lord
that's
Ryu, let's go. He just puts down his drink and he just, puts an arm on his chin. Let's put his chin in his arm. He just says, mortals usually think themselves bigger than the world. But it is true that the world is enormous. Even with dozens, hundreds, I don't know how many other extra worlds there are. Some arrogant ones travel between these worlds and think themselves experienced. I have seen the edge. He said, I have seen the edge of the sky. I've seen the cosmos beyond. I've seen people travel in ships of metal and neon lights. Hint. Riding the stardust. But even then, I have never once felt like the world we lived in was small. Only that I myself was insignificant. There are hundreds of people who rely on me, but I feel like nothing I do even matters nowadays. I sometimes just dive into the ocean for days on end to see if I can find something. Anything worthwhile. I've seen dozens of ruins, I've read forgotten manuscripts, I've tried salvaging lost history. I understand where you're coming from. Maybe just taunts him. You do. I would have never thought a noble dragon to be far above such things. I thought scavenging in ruins is what people scraping together a penny like me usually do. Don't think yourself arrogant. The pursuit of knowledge is something that unites all of us as people. Dragons, humans. Curiosity did kill the cat after all. He just pauses, glances up slightly, glances back at Mabel. Well, I suppose it almost did, but it didn't. Catching the hint, Mabel's like, the cat, huh? I suppose the cat is quite a curious one. Has she messed with you in some way? Oh, how hasn't she? He pauses for a moment and she's like, just leans in a bit quieter, but Razzle can probably hear with her vantage point. What'd she do to you? Pauses. Stole from my hoard after tricking me into thinking there was love. She just eyes go wide, like, why? Yes, it was foolish on my part, but I let my guard down. And beyond that, this act was exploited by a certain someone I don't want to talk about. And then fate almost aligned that she was to be forced to be my wed. She just points, she just eyes open like, wait, are you talking about that tradition about stealing means bearing your child? And he says, I would rather not think about that, but yes. Luckily, such did not come to pass, but even after that, her insolence really knows no bounds, and she really just keeps poking, doesn't she? She does. Worst is, she made me feel love once again, only for it to not be possible with her. Mabel just blushes slightly, remembering her own events with Razzle.
You're so lucky Litney's not here.
Listen, man. Yeah, she did make me feel love once again, and only for it to be not really, you know? Like, did I feel it? Yeah, I did, but it wasn't really the same for her. She has a partner, but I know the situation's complicated. But it doesn't change the fact that she toyed with my heart. While I might be able to forgive this, I just feel so miffed to be on the losing foot. Mabel's like, yeah, I know that feeling. He just looks at her. Say, what do you say for an act of bonding? We clear some frustrations with a certain cat. She's just like,
I feel like I just want to pause out of character and say I was very communicative with these two after I've apologized. I feel like there should not be this much animosity.
Yeah, there's no okay, let me tell you, there's not a whole lot of animosity. It's more like just they both ended up on the losing foot, let's be honest.
Yeah, and plus,
Listen,
and I'm trying to help with that. God,
I understand, but Razzle, you understand.
come on. No good deed goes unpunished.
Listen, Razzle, you had your fun.
Again, you're lucky.
You listen. You had your time on the bidding end.
And that's where we found Razzle.
Listen. Stop. Shush, please, for 1 second. Listen, Razzle. You've united two people you've topped.
Now it's your turn to be the bottom.
I would argue, technically, last time it was Ryu.
Oh, is that how it happened? Okay.
Either way,
So
I do believe he got the better role.
That was at the end, yes. But till that moment. Okay, so we're gonna go into this a bit more. So then basically, I don't know how much I want to retcon of that now.
come on.
Okay, so she's basically gonna be like, okay, you're gonna say, I did at the end at least prove myself better in one way, but I don't know, it feels like I'm just like in her hands sometimes. She's not a bad person, I understand that. I respect her. But I just don't want to be the bottom. So yeah, I know, I just
It's gonna roll that.
I know, once I want to feel like I'm in control. Without violence.
I'm just gonna make a roll. I've made a roll. Could I get the perception roll of both of them?
Okay. I'm gonna roll this once, and I'm gonna apply the bonuses individually. So that's a natural 1, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
It's a 7. Wait, no, it's a 1.
I rolled a natural 1 for both of them. So as they're both like contemplating, you're like, no, I don't want to. Like this again.
While they're talking this, Raz has stopped playing without them noticing, and is now trying to sneak out of the restaurant with a 25 stealth roll.
Yeah.
She has created something bad, really bad.
Okay, so it's like, listen, I don't want. But I don't want to listen. I want to be on top, but I don't want to use force or anything like that. Just I don't know, the whole conversation and everything. I just seem to lose in every shape of way. I want to just win in some way. What do I do? And he basically, he says, "Listen, I know the kind of person she is, and I think there's a way we could do this, but we're gonna have to put our heads together. We need to work out something." We're gonna need to lay the bait first. Now, first of all, how about I go talk to her, and we basically try seeing if we can get her out back, and then we can spring something on her. And he's like, maybe we can try doing that, but where is she? What do you mean?
I'd like it to be known.
Playing me, huh?
Razzle.
Yeah.
You beat their passives.
Yeah.
There's someone waiting for you outside.
Okay. I want to say this really quickly. Are you okay with ending the date here saying it has somehow turned out to be a success based on their mutual interest in Razzle? Of all things.
I feel like we're not quite to that stopping point, but I feel like we have succeeded at this point.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what more I could possibly do, because I think I've hit the end. Because
I thought Dinok said he was outside or something.
Oh, you can talk to Dinok. That's not an issue. But I think we're at the end of these two.
I'm surprised that the Green Dragon didn't try anything else.
Oh, they prepared something. Unfortunately, my rolls foiled her. She could see the future. She couldn't see me.
She could foresee the future, but she didn't plan any other plans besides saying one thing. That is not a lot of backup plans.
We're kind of out. It's kind of like more of a chain reaction, but you know, I
okay. Well, what was the chain reaction we missed?
Well, to begin with, the whole thing was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a present from his girlfriend, from his fiance. Like that's one small thing was supposed to be there, and it's supposed to lead one thing into another. And then she knows Ryu very well. She knows what he'd be saying, even if Razzle tried helping.
Yep.
So it would have been a huge chain reaction, because the thing is, now that'd be a big problem of like Esmeralda comes into the picture, and if a doubt forms in Mabel's mind about what's going on, and then we could pass on a second message also to carry on to that. But the problem is the first one fumbled so badly.
Like, you can just see Esmeralda also scrying the situation, going, everything's according to plan.
It's like, It's like, oh my fucking god. The waiter forgot the message! My plan happened! There was a 10% chance of him failing! How did this happen?
Yes.
Who rolled the dice?
No. It laughs maniacally as you look over to the two Everjoys that were nearby.
Okay. So, Razzle, you talk to Dinok for a moment, and then in the remaining time, I want to just try seeing if I can do Dinok's section.
Okay, so what was Dinok doing to stop Raz or whatever?
You kind of you snuck out, and Dinok was like there waiting for you.
Yep. Oh, hey.
Yeah. So
you didn't see me.
Razzle, come on.
Look, man, I think I made a mistake. Like, it's a good thing that happened, but also I need to go.
Take your lumps.
I don't believe your life is in danger.
No, it's not that. It's
By the way, Dinok, as you're sitting here talking with Razzle, with your insane perception, you hear these two talking about the stuff Razzle did with them.
Yeah, no, he's hearing it all.
And thank goodness Litney's not there to have heard that.
Either way, he said that piece, and his ear twitches as he goes. I'm even hearing the rest of it, what they're saying right now.
In my defense, everything was communicated, and also I apologized, man.
He smiles and goes, I know you apologized. Still, I don't believe it's going to stop them from, well, attempting to get their own brand of revenge, even if it's of a more silly nature.
Right. Raz is now going to try to bail.
Or
you know what? You know what? Make a wisdom save.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's evening the playing fields only a little bit.
8.
No!
8? Yeah, no. You lock the fuck up into paralysis as he just casts his old person on you.
Oh, wait, Razzle, you can counterspell this, I think. You do have the spell.
Nope.
You don't have the
I
spell.
do have counterspell.
Oh, you do have counterspell.
He doesn't.
But did he see it? Did he walk past?
How does
Did she walk-
counterspell work?
Basically, if they're within 60 feet of you and they cast a spell, and it's not like subtle cast or they're not invisible, you can use the reaction to counterspell it.
Basically, as long as a spell has components, you can counterspell it.
I would like to say he's not attempting to be vindictive here.
But you can cast counterspell if the thing is, listen, combat awareness, if they're within 60 feet and casting a spell and aren't subtle spelling it, if they're not like hiding the spell or invisible,
Yep.
you'll notice that they're doing it. And you can use the reaction to counterspell it. And basically, if it's equal to the spell level or lower, it immediately deletes. If it's higher than the spell level, you need to roll.
Counterspell.
Alright.
And now Razzle, I think before he can before he can do it again, you could probably just poof, disappear. With
I'm going to try to do this via acrobatics as she tries to parkour her way to the rooftops.
Just looks up.
Make distance go.
I appreciate
Right,
that's an 8. I appreciate you didn't use Dimension Door.
I also like that I'm not using luck for this.
Yeah.
Also, I like to imagine, and Litney just finally comes by like, the date. She somehow ruined the date, didn't she?
he just exhales at the cool. It was gonna do a little bit of a something there. But he's
So I'm gonna leave it to Star. She has gotten an 8 trying to parkour her way away from the situation.
So you decide you're gonna be like, I'm gonna parkour out, I'm gonna do something cool. You jump onto a box. You jump onto the top of some cart. You jump onto a street lamp, and you jump up to grab the edge of a roof to hoist yourself up, and instead you miss, and you fly in through an open window into someone's bedroom.
Does he see it?
Dinok, this has happened right in front of you.
Cool. Yeah, he just looks confused and just casts he just casts fucking Featherfall.
No, but they fly into the window, and then once they're in the window, it's kind of like
falling in any kind of way.
Do we hear screaming?
No, it's mostly upwards and then horizontal. And then once they're in once they're going through the window,
wait, jumping. Hold on.
They jump up. They jump up. They jump onto a box, onto a cart, onto a street light. Then they're trying to go up onto a roof. They miss the roof and they go in through a window.
Right, so they fell.
No, horizontal.
So Featherfall.
Horizontal. From the street light.
How are you falling horizontal?
They didn't fall.
The
they
momentum.
Jumped. They jumped.
Yeah.
From the street light, they tried to jump up to a roof. They didn't jump up high enough.
The jump.
Yes, and
they missed the jump, and
so the momentum carries them forward into the window.
The window is next to the street light.
Right.
They didn't go downwards.
Okay.
They got enough momentum to get them.
They jumped up to the window.
Up to the window. You're confused.
Trying to get to this.
Are you an idiot? Listen. Jump up onto a straight light, then they tried to jump up onto a roof. They jumped into a window that was underneath the roof. It's still up. They jumped
went a bit too low with their
jump.
They
didn't jump up high enough.
I thought there was a window. Okay, understood. Yeah, no, so did they just crash into a window, basically?
An open window, yes.
Cool. Then it just goes, well, not my first choice, but if that's what they want to do, he just walks up. He just walks up. He walks into the he walks into the room area. and like just walks through the restaurant basically, and walks over to Ryu and the guard captain, and just goes, walks up to them. If they are they like nearby?
They are.
I heard that there's like a server that walked up to them.
They were
Right.
in the restaurant. Then they basically, like, as they're talking, they start stepping out, just looking around. They were trying to figure out where Razzle was. They're still in the restaurant.
Yeah, Dinok approaches them then and just goes, "If you're looking for Razzle, you just missed them. I think they just crashed into a window. So have fun."
Snitch.
Yeah, you're it, and walks off.
We're gonna end Razzle to like little assist the date section here.
Listen, Dinok was going to play nice. Then he got counterspelled. Then you crashed through a window.
You
decided
spelled first.
You didn't play nice. You were like going to play like, hey, I got magic going on. No, anyway. So what you guys? Okay, you guys had fun with that section.
Yeah. How much did Litney save the date with that little performance?
It did help quite a bit. It gave them at least something to talk about.
And Solstice did nothing of value.
Listen, Dinok does have the rare moments where he has mischievous nature.
So what did Kobo
This was one of the few moments.
What's Kobo saying?
Can you roll to say how many people joined in to watch the scrying pool?
The street performance, or
no?
Sure.
Let's roll this, and
how much money do I get?
I got a 14 on a d20, which is quite a bit high.
Ooh, sounds like a lot of people just saw what transpired.
They might not have seen they probably didn't see Razzle like running about and doing that thing.
Nope.
But by the way, the scrying is absolutely they can't hear Ryu and Mabel at all. They can't hear what they're doing in the restaurant.
Yeah, but they saw that it went well, and there's gonna be rumors now. And considering how quickly Razzle left, there's gonna be a rumor about a menage a trois.
We're gonna have to figure this out. We're gonna figure this out in a moment.
Look, this just feels fitting for how Razzle messed with them a little.
Yes.
Listen,
so
Dinok heard about how Razzle messed with them. He decided to mess with Razzle in turn.
Speaking of you, Dinok, I think it's about time for you to get to something. You got a meeting coming up.
Do we have enough time for that?
20 minutes.
We can start it at least. We can see how far we can
I
go.
actually I have a request.
Yeah.
Could he show up?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Litney is nearby, and she is doing street performing basically.
Yeah. Well, she just finished. She asked. So the date went poorly? Because she's...
No, it'd be a different person. Star, you remember the character I'm talking about, right?
Oh, him? Listen, man.
Yeah.
I want to try for... Listen, we don't have enough content for an entire session with Dinok's date. So I was hoping to get
that's why I'm saying...
Can who show up? Okay, sure, yes. Whatever it was, yes.
We did a whole session for Razzle's date thing. And I guarantee you I have no shortage of things I can talk to Rosa about. However, I'd like to do that because we don't have much time.
Okay, so I guess next session's also gonna be a date episode. But this one's at least a comedy episode where things are going to go horribly wrong. Yours is going to be a huge long RP session.
It'd be a date thing, yes.
Oh
Razzle succeeded and failed successfully.
I just feel like it'd be a bit much to just have like, listen, I'll drag the session on. Okay, let's just do Dinok and Rosa. We can drag the session on. I can go for a bit longer. It's not an issue.
How much longer?
Yeah, we can do another 20 minutes.
Okay. I'd rather not rush the date thing, but sure.
Listen, man.
Are you sure I can't? I feel like it'd just be easier to do the, because we could always just like improvise for the next session. If we don't have enough material or whatever.
And you already have the groundwork from this date.
Okay, listen, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You do what you want to do, and then we're gonna see. At least I did the art. I put so much effort into that.
I know. Don't worry. You're gonna use the art next time.
Yeah, it's not like.
I want to show
going
the
anywhere.
art off. Okay,
It's not going anywhere. Relax.
go ahead.
Litney. There is a person who would approach you. I have their character art. Right here actually.
Send it to arts and reference.
It's going to be, yeah, hold up. Yeah, give me a quick second. There he is. Copy and paste. Come on. There we go. There we go. Discord does not want to agree with me for whatever reason. Character art. I'll just do it in art and references. Fuck it. This odd man approaches you. Or kind of man. It's a bit weird.
Litney, he just looks like, oh gods, I think I might be suffering from a little bit of a heat stroke. Either I'm hungry, and her stomach rumbles.
He just goes, please hold your hunger. I actually have some food if you're that hungry. But my name is Sir Baguette. You're Litney?
Yes, that I am. She does a little curtsy with her cloak.
Ah, wonderful. He actually places his hands his gloved red hands together. And he'll say, I was actually looking for you. I heard that you are the proprietor of a particular orphanage, correct?
Yes, that is true. My orphanage is Sara in Bloom.
I have been dedicating myself to such noble causes for quite some time on my end. In fact, I own a bit of proprietary business myself, but I was hoping if you would allow me to be able to petition for a position in your orphanage. I know how to make good food, and I do know how to take care of quite a lot of children, given the amount that I have adopted over the amount of time I've been in this interesting, unique dimension.
Litney raises a bit of an eyebrow. Huh? I believe if what are you other than your cooking and caretaking for children? What are your credentials? I mean, I would still have to go through some background checks because you never know.
Of course, my wife can help me with that, and I can even show you to my bakery and other things of that nature. However, as for my profession, I am actually a cleric of Ilmater. I chose to dedicate my life and will as a world traveler, as you could probably tell. He looks down to himself and continues saying, to dedicate myself to guarding and facilitating the life domain.
Another, she thinks about, quite interesting. I have dealt with many clerics, one of which has actually, whose church is actually sponsoring my orphanage. Though there may be some conflict there, I don't see why you can't join. So, how do you feel about working with undead? I need to make sure because there's not many life clerics, from my experience, do tend to favor them.
As well, granted, I will say Kelemvor's death did, Kelemvor's rejuvenation did, confuse things a bit.
Litney's eyebrow raises because that's not something many people would know.
It's in the newspaper.
No, it's very well known.
It's in the
like
newspaper.
kind of immediately well
Oh, I
known.
thought-
It's on
I
the
thought it was-
headlines.
When I heard-
It's in
when
the
I read it,
newspaper.
no, it's like. No,
Also, a
I read
cleric.
it,
A cleric
No, I
of
meant
all
dead.
people
Yeah, I know.
would
but
notice
it's like
another god
the whole
showing up.
death, but- yeah, but I like the whole. When I read it, I heard death, Church of the Dead. It being mentioned, I figured Mercule. You know.
No, he's
I-
talking about Kelemvor. He's talking about Kelemvor's rejuvenation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So scratch that. And she's like, very well.
He continues saying, Kelemvor's rejuvenation certainly surprised some things, but for my time in this reality, I've met plenty of sapient undead. As long as they aren't a threat to any of the children or me, there shouldn't be any problems. Even if they are a threat to me, though, I've certainly dealt with quite a lot of hungry mouths. He looks up warily, as if looking for something in the skies. That you can actually tell that probably not too difficult to tell that he's looking for something in particular. Out of worry.
Yeah. They both have the same reaction. They both have the same reaction because she's had to deal with those when she came back to life.
He goes,
Like-
I usually keep them, well,
Satiated.
satisfied. Yes, satisfied with my bread and what I usually carry around. But it doesn't stop
She holds
them
up her
from attempting
hands.
to get more.
She holds up her hands like, I know exactly that feeling. When I returned to the world of the living, they seemed to really want to appease me.
I see. There are unique little beings. Always following me around, but either way, how many, unfortunately I don't know everything about your orphanage, only really heard bits and pieces, honestly from people who have talked about it, but how many children do you have in your orphanage?
How many have come into...
There's Sid, Inadi, and there's 3 more right now. They're in. You haven't actually. You've been back and forth, and you know about them. I couldn't tell you their names right now, but that's a half orc. His name is the half orc name Jek, Jek.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll write this down.
Yeah, Jake.
Half orc Jek. Halfling girl. There's a halfling boy. Okay. Then there's a halfling girl called Marquis. Okay. And very last child is a human, which is honestly you don't actually have a human besides her. A human girl. This one's actually the oldest. She's 13.
So
Okay.
they're all younger.
Yeah,
Other
they're
than
all
that.
mostly kids. This was the only one who's actually like nearly this person was a teenager. So there's a human girl called. Wait, what's the name over here? K. I scrolled it down. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Caitlin. There, I typed it into Roll20. I'll send this to you also in D&D with the actual ages.
Yeah.
Don't
Sorry,
forget
Discord.
the halfling. Or was it or was it
Huh?
the halfling? Or
Yeah.
was it a gnome?
It's halfling girl. Half orc boy,
Oh, right.
halfling girl, human girl.
Yeah, the one that was a living bomb.
That
that's
one's not. That's not in the orphanage. That's in a hospital. You gave it to the princess, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but afterwards I said once she's good, send her to the orphanage
Yeah, she's not
because
good
she
yet.
doesn't have.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not. She's
Yeah.
not good yet. We're gonna have to deal with that. In the beginning of the circus arc, you're probably going to have interacting with her again.
Yeah. But
Understood.
Litney does give those information and will direct her to the current manager of the orphanage, Kane, for any assistance.
Ah, I see. As for my qualifications, I'd like to mention I am a bit above the level of elite. I was trained actually as a world traveler, as most often are when they come in or are called. You wouldn't have to worry about any plagues or other things of that nature, and I certainly can handle even some of the harshest of, well, pains and ills that may affect any of the children. I do hope you'd accept me. I understand that there is some discourse, given you are a necromancer, right?
That is true. Oh, though you have no need to worry. Hey, unlike me in my younger years, I've grown to actually appreciate the less zealot, it, the more moderate clerics, thanks to my late husband.
Ah, wonderful to hear. I don't have much need for coin, but I was hoping to ask you something. You being, well, sort of famous to a degree, given your involvement with, well, the paper actually. I've seen your name come up a few times actually. You are a powerful wizard, correct?
Well, not as strong as I was back then, but I'm no slouch in a fight.
Well, perhaps a fight isn't really what I was hoping for. I was wondering, a few of my children have actually expressed interest in the arcane. I would like it if you gave them some education on that front. It's a bit hard to. It's a bit hard to source unique. Well, the academies are always a bother, if I'm being honest, and they confuse my head.
Oh, trust me, I was always self-taught. With she doesn't say it out loud, but like with the side of stealing some spell books.
He goes,
Again, it mentioned that part. That was all in her head.
He goes, well, I'd love if you'd be so kind as to repay me in that way. It would be honestly wonderful if that could be something I could attain. Of course, I'm willing to work for a little while to see if I'm worthy of that.
By the way,
But-
Litney, this is actually an arrangement which quite a few wizards do have. You know, where not all wizards to apprentice just purely for money. It does happen, but that's usually for like very specific circumstances.
Yeah.
Usually wizards
Very
like
capitalist.
usually wizards when they like get apprentices and whatnot, they usually do it in exchange for like goods and services and stuff like that. You know?
And
It's that's kind of like a lot of wizards have like tiers to this where some wizards will basically be like, yeah, you pay money, you get the full tier apprenticeship. If your parents are working for me or something like that, then I'll just give them like a basic tutelage for free. So it's up to you really how you like want to fully approach this, but considering the assets, this guy probably wants like you to actually properly train their children.
Litney Litney will think about this and we'll be like, though my expertise lie mainly in necromancy, I can at least provide them the basics, and I may, and whoever is wanting to learn necromancy from me, I will, I can and show them a bit more. But if for the more complexities of other schools of magic, I can probably find some tutors that would gladly help with that.
Why don't you pause for a small second and say you had me at foot has been here for quite a long time. I'm so sorry for like not acknowledging you earlier. I've been like so locked into the roleplay nonsense. But yeah, he's been constantly talking about this guy. Saying
Yeah.
just hire him! Just hire him! My goat, Sir Blackette, my goat!
Litney is not saying that she won't take
By the way,
wing.
so you had me at four, just god of death resurrected. I don't know if you know the whole story, but Kellamwar, the god of death, god of the grave, has been killed. Was like he's been dead since the start of the campaign, and he's actually brought back when there's actually a twisted moment. The goddess of insanity was like, "Hey, Dinok, go ahead and make a wish." I want to say, and basically they wanted to see what he said so they could fuck over the world, and this man managed to word the wish in a very specific way, where he's like, "I want Kellamwar to be back as if he was like right as of this moment, perfectly healthy, and not changing any of them with form." He iron logged the wording, and I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta So what I had to do after that was I basically had to do, well, his presence from this point on is going to change things.
But not the events.
And just Kane is the name for just a regular guy. Don't worry, he's a regular businessman who was killed, and then basically Litney brought him back as an undead to run her orphanage.
Yes, his greatest dream was to expand the word of the have a big monopoly on not monopoly. Trying to have the same level of notoriety as the Yawning Portal.
Mm-hmm.
If you,
I will say, he will continue saying, kind of sighing with relief, which is a little bit odd. You don't know how he just sighed, but
is there
he sighs.
Is there a hint of beef when he sighs?
No.
He's just buns.
It's like
the man is no beef. He's just bread.
You know that scent of fresh bread. That's basically what you smell. If you were to be looking for it.
Litney rolls a bit, but it focuses.
That is good to hear. Thank you. I again am willing to work with whoever really, although I do find working with Merkel clerics a bit.
Yep. We are gonna work for Merkel if you join.
He will say, I find them a bit unique, but I've worked with them in the past before. They do have a sanctioned, interaction with especially the war and a few other things. It's an odd experience, but not one I'm against.
Well, since I have my memories back, I can honestly say, yes, it is, especially with my dealings with some of his clerics.
In case I forgot, by the way, he will hold out his hand and he will say, my name is Sir Bagut. I was knighted in my original world and got knighted very recently here as well.
Litney Zaral, she shakes his hand, and then Rachel pokes her head out. And this is Rachel, my familiar.
By the way, if relevant, This Sir Baguette was mentioned in the last Stardust Sparkles. Bread Knight selling bread?
Yeah, he was mentioned in the paper.
Yeah. She was like, Sir Beckett. Oh, so you're the bread knight selling bread.
Yes, me and my wife actually. We have quite the business together. Although I
And-
struggle to keep up with some of her business sense.
There's a moment where he flashes back to Fjord, who loves bread.
A telltale decision has been discovered.
It's like it's just like there is one thing I need you to be careful of if I do find and retrieve my a certain someone, and he loves bread.
Oh.
Like especially the fluffy a kind. It's hard to explain because Bear didn't really. It's this white fluffy bread.
It's the bread that has the bondage pattern on it.
I will say, for a bit of explanation, when you grab his hand, I will say that is some of the stalest goddamn like tough as nails bread you've ever felt. Like grab your hand, and there is a degree of like strength behind it. You absolutely believe this man could absolutely throw the fuck down.
Yeah. She does mention it. She doesn't mention Fjord by name, but for the relationship, deeper, just like, hey,
At the mention of a bread fanatic, Sir Baguette will say, well, in that case, perhaps it'd be best to regulate my interaction with them. I, of course, can offer bread from my bakery, and I myself can make bread if need be. I believe that alone could be what suffices. I am used to getting attacked, sometimes by hungry urchins. So it's not out of the ordinary for me to deal with rambunctious or even ravenous sorts. Just help me out with when they're around, and I'll do my best to keep myself going.
You know what? She's gonna do him a solid here and be like, I haven't seen him since since we were in the Lost Forest, but I know he's probably still there, having a bit of a fun time. And she's gonna look around, and for brevity's sake, she shows Fjord's figure. I don't know if he's altered in any sort of way, but this is what he would normally look like.
Star, is it all possible for an decently experienced knight to recognize what Fjord looks like?
No.
Okay, understood. Just wanted to ask that.
I mean, if you look at them, you think undead.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make sense.
He's a pragmatic.
It doesn't make sense that this undead creature is an aberration and not an undead.
Yeah, he just kind of like looks down at the image and just goes, he looks unique. I'm sorry if this is an odd question, but is he a creation of yours?
No, he just appeared one day and took a liking to me. Hey, just a fair warning, he is not undead. She's emphasizing that he is not. My husband has tried, and when he got a little too rowdy and turned undead, failed.
I see. Does he have an immunity or resistance to calming magic?
I would okay. I would need Bear's input, but I'm gonna say he doesn't have that immunity.
All right.
You know?
Yeah. He'll go. Well, then I will do my best to be as amicable as possible. Of course, just let me know if I need to take a leave of absence. Um, Another thing. My children. Um, when they're probably going to accompany me a little bit to probably play with some of the children at your orphanage. Would that be all right?
As long, like, so long as there is a child needing a roof over their head, food in their belly, and a place where they feel safe, and to learn how to survive on their own shit if need be, then they are always welcome to play with the children.
Ah, a beautiful chivalric virtue. I'm glad to have you as a employer, hopefully. Beyond that, I imagine I'll have to meet you at this orphanage. I was pointed in the general direction of it, but if you could help me with specifics, that would be wonderful.
Litney will pull out the map and point to the direction of where Frontier Town is.
I mean, to be fair, you could also take him there.
Teleport. Yeah. Oh, what am I saying? She will set up teleportation circle.
I mean, here's one thing: you could do that, or you could use your one free use of the actual teleportation. So actually, no, you probably use that to get here.
Yeah. I'll cast teleportations and circle.
Oh wait, I mean, no, wait. The man's over here. You don't know where his children, wife and children are.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
Before we leave, like you mentioned, before we leave town, because we will have to leave at some point, and bring your family to me, and I'll bring you to New Frontier Town, or whatever they're gonna name it.
okay? So I'm gonna have to tell this right now. Probably the wise idea is you tell him where it is, and you can teleport there. Because first off, you need to go check. This man might have might have a carriage if he's got like a bunch of kids and a wife and they're moving around.
Yeah.
You don't know. So figure things out. I'm gonna say you can figure out the logistics. Are we okay with ending Are we okay with ending this interaction here?
Yeah, absolutely. He seems very happy and even excited. Bless his heart, he seems dopey almost.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this guy right now. We end the in-game day here with all of this fun stuff happening, and we advance the date forward to the end of the week. So it was the 20th. Now it is the 23rd of September, and there is a new issue of the Stardust Chronicle posted.
All right.
Yes.
And away I go to read.
Be reading.
So yeah, if you want, you can read about it. It's up to you, really. You know.
I will be checking it. I didn't see anything before.
Oh yeah, because now I did it literally mid-session. When you guys are
that makes sense. I was like, I'm pretty sure I checked last night.
Yeah, because right now I advanced the date and I also posted it right here. So issue 3 of the Stardust Chronicler.
For clarification, how old is Zidinati again?
What?
How old is Zidinati?
I don't remember. We wrote it down somewhere. I don't remember anymore. I think Inadi's 12 now. Is it 11? I think she's 11.
Yeah, 11. And Zid was like...
I think Zid was like 2.5.
Yeah, because Owling age.
No, it's Arakrakra age really slowly. Arakrakra age really fast. He's not an Owlkin specifically, he's an Arakrakra, but okay, we're good here. So extra, real about it. Drunk until 20 by the guard. And I'm going to be ending the session here. Basically, I don't think there's any need for us to go over this properly. Okay, one small question.
I got to the end of
one small question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I want to direct you, Litney, to the newspaper. Just look on the first page, bottom right.
Okay, can you send me the link or? I'm looking for the.
Oh, I have it
It's
saved.
issue
I
3,
have the link
first
saved.
page, bottom right. Anyway, don't worry about it too much. It's up to you if you want to read it or not. Someone else can tell you about it, maybe. Who knows? I'm going to be closing this now. Before we leave, Dinok, are you at least okay with me showing everyone the
Oh, absolutely, go
the
ahead.
art?
Dinok
Okay.
gets separately. Go ahead, absolutely.
Okay, guys. This, in art and references, I'm going to see that this exact date, this Friday, specifically 23rd of September, that's going to be when Dinok and Rosa have their date. And this is the outfits that you have. For people watching on stream, here we go. Dinok. So you had me at foot. Dinok is basically about to go on a date with the princess.
Why does he look like one of the doctors from Doctor Who?
Because he's got style.
It's the mutton chops.
Maybe.
I get it. It looks good. Also, yeah, Litney's gonna need to think about finding a new sponsor, or if things are gonna go this badly for her Mercure.
Anyway,
I mean, having a powerful
I
elite
wanted to
knight
show
of,
this to you,
Illmater is going to
and
help you.
I just wanted to point out I really love her color costume. I had a lot of fun making it.
Oh yeah,
Like specifically, she's got like the
it's adorable.
shoes, and she's got the flowers on it. I googled like flowers, and these specifically is like have things to do with like death and stuff like that. I just like added them on top. I don't know flower language. I don't remember the full name and all that stuff.
No,
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Have a good night. Goodbye. Be safe. Well, you had me at foot. Okay. I hope you pop by next week because apparently next week is going to be the Dinok date session. Dinok and Rosa.
That it is. That it is.
Oh, it's going to be quite a moment.
It's gonna be a day.
It's going to be a huge RP filled moment. And I think also, towards the end of it, if we have enough time, Solstice might be picking up some shenanigans.
Probably.
Goodbye.
Also, is this something Dinok needs help with?